guys, Howard here with another blues guitar lesson. This one focusing on the minor blues and primarily chord work, okay? How to enhance a basic minor blues chord progression using double stops, hammer-ons, pull-offs, all of that stuff, and just different ways of manipulating the chords. So I'm using 4 chords for this one. First, an A minor 7. That would be the 1 chord, a D minor 7 for the 4 chord, and then an E7 sharp 9 for the 5 chord, but I'm also adding an F major 7th for a little bit of color. All right, and we're in a shuffly little 3/4 feel here, all right? And I've got this lead-in pattern which goes like this. And then we are right into the chord. Now, what I'm doing with the chord is I'm just arpeggiating it to begin with. Right? And then we'll do a little Hendrix action. You can see that on the tab, but the idea is to hold the chord down in shape, in place, and I'm using primarily the G and the B string, hammering from the 5 to the 7 with the pinky, back to 5, then move to the D and the G string, and do the same thing. So without the chord, it looks like this. Of course, we're trying to do it inside the chord so that the chord rings through. All right, and then we come back again and hit that D string, all while the chord is being held down. That's really important. And then from this note in the A chord, the 5th, walk down to D, so we go 7, 6, which I know you can see on the tab, but just helping out a little bit. So we have and we walk into a D minor 7 chord, and we play an arpeggiated pattern off of that one as well. Now I'm going down, 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 up, up, up. But you can use any kind of picking pattern you want. If you're playing with your fingers, you can still play this stuff. It sounds great. But what I'm doing, the trick on this chord, is I'm adding that 9th to it by letting go of the bar. You have to maintain the D minor 7th chord. And then you can see I'm just arching this finger up just enough to open up the E string. That's kind of sweet. It adds a little color to the chord. Nice and slow. So now we have okay, and then we're going to return to the A minor 7th, but we're playing it slightly different. You can just use the tab for this, but we're going to play. So what that is, it's still an A minor 7th, just a slightly different way of playing it, and then we're moving to a G over A, those slash chords, right? G slash A. Some people refer to it as an 11th, but it's simply a G with an A in the bass. But that's a nice sound, so you want to let that A string ring through. And then we're doing some double stops based on the A minor scale. So let me do that nice and slow. And then just open. So we have. So that's kind of sweet as well. So putting what we have so far together, if that makes sense, we have this. Kind of sweet. And then we come back to the D minor 7th chord, but we're going to mess with it a little bit, okay? So what I'm doing there is hammering up to that minor 3rd of the D minor 7th chord. And then can pick that any way you want. I like to use cross-picking patterns like up, up, down, 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 up, that type of thing. I've talked about it a lot in past videos, but just make it comfortable for you. Okay, and then I'm basically doing the same thing off of the D minor 7th that I did off of the A minor 7th. A minor 7th to G/A. Now we're going to do D minor 7th to C/D, and that's just simply a different way of playing it. So you've got the D minor 7th chord, and then let go of your second finger and your ring finger, and you've got the C/D. So now we have see I did that same arpeggiation before doing that. 3 notes. One more time. So again, double stops. You can use different fingers if you want to, but you can see it up on the screen, but nice and slow it is. And then back. So what we have on that D minor 7th chord now is okay, and then we come back to the A minor 7th again, and we're going to play something very similar to what we did before, just a little bit different at the very end. So we've got that same, but we're not going to be walking to D minor, so we're just playing this A string to the D string, back and forth. So let me play that coming off of the D minor again so that it sort of makes sense and has a little musical continuity to it. Big word, continuity. And there you have it, right? Now we're going to do a little bit more coloring to this A minor 7th chord. What I played in the performance was... Now this is the same idea. This is just an A minor chord, an inversion of an A minor chord. Okay? And then we're moving to a G again. This is just another inversion of the G chord. So now we're bringing back that G/A thing. So we have... and then a normal A minor again. So the full round on that A minor 7th chord now is this. Okay. Now we're going to move to the E7 sharp 9. Now that's not too difficult. There isn't any finger movement over here, but what's happening in the right hand is... So you've got that little groove, the percussive thing, and then arpeggiation. And this is where the F major 7th comes in. And I'd like to talk about that a little bit because that's such a cool thing to do, is adding these little walking bass patterns in between your chords, okay? So we've got the F major 7, then 8, 7, walk into the D minor 7, 5, 8 on the 6th string, and that walks us into the A minor 7th. So that's kind of a sweet thing to add to your playing. So what happens there, once again, we're back to playing the A minor 7th like that, and I'm adding that little sort of 9th tone to it, okay? And then we move move back to the D minor 7th. So we've got, and then we're playing the E7 sharp 9 again, but we're playing it like this. And adding that to it as well. So open E string. And then I just closed it out with. So I'll add that to the tab and just play it nice and slow. And there you have it. So I think what I'll do is just attempt to play the whole thing really slowly, and so you can really hear it and watch what I'm doing, okay? Here we go. So there you have it, just a kind of decorating the minor blues, how to enhance it a little bit. You know, it's nice to keep it really simple as well, but it's nice to have this stuff in your back pocket to just add something to it, right? And it's really nice on solo guitar, especially if you have a bass player and a drummer with you. It's just a really fun thing to do. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and all the best to everyone as usual. And we'll see you guys really soon.